There you go. Even same. $10-4. Yeah. I mean, I would figure that most of them would be new as the Truck Series. Like I figured that. Like a lot of them was. I hate. Oh yeah, I've Metalhead Mike. Oh, I have a bad dark history there. Yeah. Yeah. $10-4. Yeah. On the Xbox too, by the way. So whenever they come, you could just send it my way. Okay, so that was weird. I was going to another app to check the roster, and it kicked me out. That was weird. There we go. Okay. You can still hear me. That's good. Meow.
What's going on, guys? Hey, how are you? Or should I say, what's up, guys? There we go, a little bit better. Repeat back with you. And, guys, it is the start of a brand spanking new season. And when you get a hold of this brand spanking new roster for these truck guys that are going to kick it all off for the 2021 season here in NNR, right here from Michigan, it's going to be a lot of fun. Talk about a lot of fun. The guy in the booth with me for the truck season, or at least as many races as he can make. Some of y'all know him as Dan Racer. Others know as Dan Buttafuoco. Others just know him as Lucky Dog or Bolt, depending on which season of the Pro League you want to go by. But man, Lucky Dog 385 in the booth with me. Get ready to call these trucks. They're just about getting into their connection test. Dan, it is going to be one hell of a season. Thank you very much for agreeing to come on for the ride with me. How are you, bud?
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited. Thank you, Repeat, for allowing me to commentate alongside you this season for the NNR Truck Series season. Big thanks to everybody involved in the No Name Racing League. I'm really excited. I can't wait to get to some truck racing tonight on a Tuesday. I'm really looking forward to it. I cannot wait to see some of these new guys because it's a pretty new field. We got like maybe 5 or so returnees to this truck series, so it's going to be really exciting to see the new and up and comers race here tonight and around a track like Michigan. It's going to be very exciting to see it for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna have about 17 or 18 trucks out there. The roster has actually grown quite a bit since yesterday. Um, there were only going to be about 18 to 20. Now we got about 26. Couple guys are in the middle of a move. Couple of guys are on vacation. This whole coronavirus has people in different places and different spaces. So. Yeah, we're going to see more on track just tonight. Only about 17 or 18 trucks. Michigan International Speedway, though, you can go 3, 4, and sometimes 5 wide on this place, and I'm really looking forward to that. Again, we're just kicking off the season. NNR decided to break away a little bit from the norm, and we're not starting it off at Daytona. We're starting it off at another track that is all about the draft, all about how your car handles, trying to keep up with the guys up front and doing everything that you can do to be at the right place at the right time. I'll have the streams of either NNR Cowboy Matt or Cowboy or NNR SWATs, which is the series admin for these truck guys. And this is just the start of it, Dan. Tonight's the trucks. Tomorrow night's Xfinity, and on Thursday night's going to be the Cup guys. Cup is so excited about starting the season. They're actually over in another lobby right now, getting ready for Thursday night. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3 days of back-to-back NNR. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, really exciting. I think prior we had the Truck Series used to be on a Sundays, so every day was spread out. It was a Sunday Truck Series, Tuesday Xfinity, and then a Thursday Cup Series. So all the days are pretty spread out, a day in between. And now we got back to back NNR racing action. So I'm really excited. And when we kick it off right now, the Truck Series here at Michigan. Like you said, the key word around this place is draft. Draft is very strong around this track. It's very important to stay with the pack in order so that you could stay with them, try and make some moves there. It's hard if you try and make a move on the outside because you may be left out to dry. Everyone's trying to train on the inside. So the big key here is about getting the solid draft so you can stay in contention to be there at the end to win the race.
Yeah, and to be there at the end, you've really got to have the fastest truck. You've got to have the least amount of damage. I mentioned that, or you mentioned that there's only about five guys that are returning from a previous season. Everybody else is brand spanking new in all brand new trucks, brand new rides. One thing that Shadilak pointed out. I'm sorry, not Shadilak. Swats. Shadilak is Swats' brother. I'm just kind of watching his name on screen there. Swats pointed out that this year Watt Racing is not going to be in the field, and Asbel is not going to be in the field. So there will be, without a doubt, a brand new series champ that we're going to crown when all 30 weeks of this season is up, not counting Christmas and Thanksgiving and New Year's and whatnot. So it's a long season. But man, we're gonna get it set, and it's gonna be set right. I'm glad that we're gonna be kicking it off here in the trucks, and almost everybody in here is green. I mean, I don't know most of these people. 3/4 of the field, I don't know. So we're going to kind of learn about these guys together, test their skills. Some of these guys are really going to be under a microscope to make sure that they can handle themselves. That they got that great internet connection, that they can hold the line. They they don't have any anger issues either on or off the track, that they can conduct themselves just like they'd have to in the pro league.
Yeah, you really hit the nail on the head there, and this is a really good series to start off with when you're getting yourself into the league racing scene. Preset setups, I don't know if you mentioned that, but we're running presets, no custom setups, so you have a choice between 9 setups that the game gives you to race with, and it's all about, like you said, how you conduct yourself on and off the track. How you deal with certain situations. If there's an incident that happens, you don't want to go yelling on the top of your lungs, screaming bloody murder. You want to keep cool, want to, keep racing, just trying to keep working for every position possible. Be patient in those right times. During the start of the race, you want to be more patient. Don't want to start sending it into the corners. Just really want to keep a cool head throughout the whole entire race. And overall, I think, we see Asville. He won a Truck Series championship last year, and now look where he is. He's in the Cup Series with the big boys. And he really had a strong season last year. And it's going to be, like you said, a lot of new guys in this series. So it's going to be fun learning about these new drivers, how they deal with certain scenarios, deal with the pressure, and can't wait to see who we crown champion. And hopefully over time we can see these guys progress to get better and hopefully make their way to the Xfinity and then maybe even to the Cup Series.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Aswell, he didn't have just a great season last year. He had a season to top many other seasons. I mean, it's like 20 something wins between the Xfinity and trucks. He grabbed both the Xfinity and the Truck Series championships. The man did a hell of a job. So yeah, Aswell, he's in Cup right where he belongs. He's actually out there in chat right now. Both him and Boehner and a few others. Those guys are going to be fighting side by side, door to door, all season long in the Cup Series, like you just said. That'll be kicking off on Thursday nights, right around 8:30 when they start their connection test and qualifying. But yeah, those guys are going to be in for a fight, and I have a feeling Aswell is really going to. I think he's going to hit the track running very hard in the early get-go. He's gonna give a more smoke and CGMX Rose and God Power and all those guys a big fight right from the start.
Pete?
Yeah, it should be
Yes,
a.
Coey,
Oh,
what's up?
there's Coey.
Sorry guys, real quick. Pete, can I talk to you off another channel real quick?
You sure can. Guys, I will be right back. I got the principal's office, I guess. Give me
Oh,
1 second. Yep. Dan, be my guest, and if you want to introduce the guys on the roster, that should take me just about as long as it's going to take to lose about a couple inches off my rear end, and I'll be back.
All right, I'll check him out. So you kind of lied a little bit, so just interact with the truck guys for a bit. Cool.
There you are. Sorry, Pete, to pull you like that. I didn't get a chance to talk to you real quick, and I just wanted to let you know what was going on. I didn't want to talk about it on. Can you hear me now? Oh, damn, that was me, I guess. Did you hear anything I said or no? Okay. Sorry again for pulling you like that. I just wanted to talk to you before we went green. So the first lap, I'm going to be in the pace Joker's truck, and then I'll lead the field. They're going to go 3 wide on the first lap. Come the second lap, they'll get back into position. You can go through your ordering of the trucks, and then the third lap, they'll go green. All right? Yes. Or do you think we need 2 laps? I'm trying to think, though, if I need 2 laps for that or not, because time to get in order and then time to get back in order. Yeah. Just take 2 laps. Give them a lap to get everyone sorted out. Second lap, I do the pace lap. Third lap, they get back in order. Fourth lap, we go green. Seems like too many laps to waste. All right. Just be prepared. Yeah, I'll talk to them. I guess we'll go with that plan then. 4 laps, but just keep an eye out in case they don't go green 1 lap. All right. All right. Thank you, Pete. Later.
All right, I am back. Sorry
All right.
about that, ladies and germs.
Pete, you went in the
Yes,
wrong
sir.
one, Pete.
What? Come on,
You went in the
man. Come on, man.
Pete, what are you, a rookie? That's a rookie move.
Hey.
You
That's
act like
because all
this is
the
the
chats are
first
full
time
of
you've
it. We
ever
got.
broadcasted.
Oh my God.
You're like 500th broadcast. Get in the right party.
Yeah, there we
That's
go.
because we
Try
got.
that
We
again.
got.
All right, I am back, guys. Sorry about that. I was in the wrong chat. There's so many things going on tonight in NNR. Everything is full, keeping busy. But yeah, here we are. Like I said, ladies and germs, I was actually told of a nice little treat that we're gonna have going, and we'll kind of pick up on it here in just a little bit. Cody just kind of pulled me aside and gave me the lowdown. I thought I was in trouble, but nope. Turns out not so much. One thing I haven't talked about here yet, Lucky, is on the bottom right-hand side to the left of the NNR logo. Y'all see the graphic for GRM Joker. Joker was
Right.
actually slated to run in the '97 truck here with NNR for this season, so his truck will stay on the roster. His truck will stay. I think it's like last place points after every race, so he's going to stay active all season long. I only had a couple of run-ins with Joker, and I've kind of mentioned him once or twice during the FFL races, and it was kind of bittersweet. One race he was in the broadcast booth with me and somebody else, and me and the other person were going back at it a little bit, and Joker all of a sudden just left. Didn't know what happened or whatever. And then about a week later, we were sitting in a party getting ready for a practice, and he popped on in. And in the best voice I could muster at the time, without even having a second thought, was I just blurted out, "Ladies and gentlemen, driver of the '97 truck in the NNR Truck Series, GRM Joker." And yeah, it made him laugh for like a good couple of minutes, and that was like the best feeling. I didn't know the guy, but what a way to like make him feel completely welcome. And everybody later on kept on throwing that back at me, say, man, I think I'll always remember that, and that's something that'll always stick with me as well. There's a lot of guys out there that have Joker stories about how he made people feel, how he made people laugh, how he was always there with an ear, and so Joker's going to be in this NNR Truck Series all season long. That decal will stick with us all season long, courtesy of his girlfriend Panda. Panda, if you're out there, Joker's going to be riding that '97 all season, and we're looking forward to continuing to honor your boyfriend. So, Banner, Q-Dog, Grace Saved Me, and others, Bot Fusion, Asbol. I mean, there's so many people out here in chat. Definitely want to thank y'all for coming out, hanging out, chatting it up. It's going to be a phenomenal race. Teenage, he's a brand new driver here in the Truck Series. He's out there in chat as well, where he should be getting ready to about qualify. But, man, Lucky, Michigan International Speedway, they're in the middle of, or just about the tail end of qualifying now. Very different way to qualify. It's they're basically getting one, like, I'm guessing you can't even count it a full warm-up lap. You're going all the way around the track once, parking on the back stretch. Then you're getting your 3/4 of a lap, I guess you could say, to get that car warmed up, and then it's one green flag lap only. So you don't have 2 or 3 laps to work your way around and then try to get the best possible lap. You only get that one hot lap, and that's it. So qualifying is going very, very quick. In fact, they've only got about a good minute and a half left on the timer. Dylan James TV, no sir, this is for the Xbox, but you're definitely welcome to hang out with the rest of everybody. What's going on there, Finesse? Good to see you. But man, Lucky, we only know, like we were just talking about, 3 or 4, maybe 5 guys in this field. That leaves 12 or 13 complete unknowns. What are you looking for out of, if let's say you were the head, in charge of a brand new pro league team? What are you looking for out of a driver to complete your stable?
Well, first of all, I want to say, thoughts and prayers are with everyone, family and friends of JRM Joker. It's a shame that he unfortunately passed away, and I just wish everyone, his girlfriend Panda, if she's out there, thoughts and prayers with her. And we're definitely racing for him this season. But going to what you said, um, about what I'm looking for. Best thing I'm looking for is a guy who's very cool and calm and collected. Just a guy who can think clearly in hard situations, makes the right moves at the right time. So let's say he's in a difficult spot. Maybe he's towards the back. Maybe he had a speeding penalty or just doesn't have a great handling car. Can just compose himself. Keep can keep thinking clear in those difficult scenarios, and can just keep going and will never give up. And I think that'll be the biggest thing is a guy who's just very level-headed overall, and I think that would be the kind of driver who I'd want to have. Somebody who's patient and makes the right moves at the right time. I think that would be the kind of guy you need to look for. A guy who's just very wise uh, in terms of racing.
Yeah, absolutely. Level head is something that you've got to have, especially in a community that's as competitive as NNR is. I mean, HDM Motorsports and I all last season, as long as I've followed NNR before I even got into the booth to call these races, I've known a lot of the guys in this community for a very, very long time. I mean, I go years back with a More Smoke and Sweeter Feed and Silent and a few others. So I know what these guys are capable of, and even a few guys that are no longer here that have kind of moved on to other leagues. But yeah, when you're in a league or a community as competitive as NNR is, you've got to have a level head. Basically, stay out of any drama. Show up, do your thing, leave all your action on the track, not in a chat, and yeah. Prove to everybody in the Xfinity and the Cup, since this is where everybody starts, that you've got what it takes to move on up.
Absolutely. You pretty much hit the nail right in the head there. And I think just everybody has to start from somewhere, and everyone's main goal is make the cup and try and be the best. But you can have a guy who's really fast, but doesn't have the best reputation, whether he's an aggressive driver or just a little bit of a loudmouth. That's not the kind of guy you really want. You want a guy maybe if he's not as fast, but is very cool, calm and collected, respected by everyone, races guys clean. That's what you're really looking for, and so that's going to be one of the biggest things that guys who maybe new or who are struggling in those certain areas really need to work on in order to really move up the tier and move up the pecking order in the NNR, the No Name Racing League.
Absolutely. I just to kind of show you what kind of talent, and this guy very, very well, that this community brings. I mean, it brings Dohar. Track Bar is going to be part-time this season. I mean, there have been a lot of guys that have qualified for the Pro League, made it into that top 50, but have just never made it all the way, such as you. So, yeah, it's a tough community. It's if you run a full season here against the best there is, and then you move on to another league, it's gonna test you, and you're gonna see just how much better you're gonna be just because of the competition here. Something must have happened with their lobby. It looks like they're gonna have to stack them back up. So I guess maybe they lost a few people. Yotes King, absolutely. I can put that out there. Thank you very much for asking. And I would ask Cape a little bit about it, but he's actually going to be on the track tonight. So I'll put that in chat right now. Yeah, the diecast that you see across the top of your screen, that is a diecast that you can go to the PayPal. It's $5 for one entry, $10 for three entries, and it's the Chase Elliott diecast that he won with at Bristol for the All-Star race. There we go. Yeah, the car actually lights up. It's on pre-order. The car is being made available sometime in December or January. So whoever wins it, which will be announced the championship race for the remaining community races, what were the FFL. Now it's like XLTC or XCLT, something like that. That'll be awarded that. So yeah, if you go on through, it doesn't matter whether you're here or whether you're there or whatever. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I've actually got a car for myself on order. Not that one, a different one. But yeah, that's the car that you see on the screen. That's the diecast. You're welcome, Goats. Bill's Legend out there in chat saying he's getting ready and all excited for the NNR Xfinity series. Bill's was originally going to be a Cup driver, but decided that he'd race it out one more year in Xfinity, get a few more laps under his belt with the rest of the JPA militia or JPA Mafia, whatever they're going to call themselves this year. And man, you're talking about Q-Dog, you're talking about Match to Kill, you're talking about Bills, there's going to be a whole bunch, and that's all headed up by the one and only JPA. Which I think the other night when y'all raced at Richmond in East Park, he ran right about top 5 right behind you. And by the way, congrats on that win the other night.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a really big win for me personally, just to kind of prove that I still have what it takes. I guess I was really let down after Daytona. I really wanted to win or at least get a top 10, but we got 14th just because there was a lot of lag going on and just kind of had no luck at all the whole race. So it was really unfortunate. So I really wanted to back it up with a good performance at Richmond, and we won both stages and the race. So I'm really happy about that performance. Really learned a lot from racing there. And yeah, I mean, I didn't quite see the order going on or the running order during the race, but I saw Jay Paul was around top 10 for a lot of it, and then he spun off pit road there at Richmond, which is a very difficult pit road to get off of if anybody has had any experience on that track. So it's definitely he definitely did a really good job. Had definitely strong pace there, and we're heading to Las Vegas, I believe, this weekend. So be sure to check that out. But right here it's Michigan. We definitely is going to be a very difficult track to at least stay in the draft. It's kind of hard. I mean, you can get crazy runs and get past the guy on the inside, but it's really all about how stable your car is in the long run. I think just how it's very easy to burn that right rear tire off very fast. So it's really about making sure that you may not necessarily be the fastest to start, but take a little speed out of it to start so that you could have some more speed at the end of the run, just so that you could save your tire a bit more.
Yeah, it's going to be it's a toss up really. I mean, you do either start low on the preset and have something that you can free up to your liking as the race goes on. If it goes green all the way through, you get a couple pit stops. Again, these guys are 2 times wear, 2 times fuel, with damage on and game cautions. Or do you start off a little bit higher on the scale and worry that after just a little while, your car is going to really start to break free coming off of 2 and coming off of 4, because that right rear is getting used up and the car's getting really light at the same time, which usually means coming off at least 2 for sure. By the time you're ready to straighten out the nose and haul tail down the backstretch, your nose is pointing possibly towards that inside wall, and you've got a problem. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's definitely. I can't emphasize enough. The draft is so strong. You just have to stay with them. You could be by yourself, have a really fast car, and there's a group of 3 in front of you, and they could be pulling away. That's how strong the draft is. And like I said, it's a long race. There's plenty of time to make moves if you need it. It's just all about being patient and being there at the end when it matters. It just goes for any race, but around here, there's just a lot that can happen. It's just all about being patient and making the right moves at the right time. And I think around this track, it's really all about making sure you're there to the very end. And I feel like getting the top 5, at least for me, getting the top 5 is a win, because this track can be pretty unpredictable sometimes with how heavy the draft is. So, if these guys could just, like I said, keep their heads cool and just do what they have to do to be there and just be consistent over the course of the race, and they should have a really strong result.
I agree with you 100%. Grace saved me out there asking if NNR has ever had a female driver. No, NNR has never had a woman in the field. And to Yotes King, if you're interested in trying out for NNR, the Truck and Xfinity Series does have, I believe, a couple more spots available. If you're on Twitter, go to _racing. They'll get you pointed in the right direction. Either Coey, the guy that popped in the chat earlier, would answer you, or the one and only Stout Whiskey would answer you and get all your information. They'll schedule a test with you. They'll get you invited to the Discord, ask you a couple basic questions, and get you set up. But it looks like Grace saved me also put the NNRleague.com in there as well. NASCAR, how are you, sir? Thank you very much for the bits. Appreciate you, buddy. All right, so I saw the timer go in here just a second. They are trying to get everybody back in. There was a late, kind of a late addition to the field, which we'll see here in just a little bit. I know that we're about half hour into this, and I appreciate all of you being very, very patient. I'm ready to call this whole thing. Swats, I believe, is going to be in the 51. Grace, yep, you got that right. Bot, thank you. All right, so just looks like they're just about kicking it off. Just need an invite, which hopefully comes soon. They've got a lot going on. I'm going to pop on down to their channel just to kind of remind them, and I will be right back. Hey guys, can somebody please send me an invite? And if you've got Lucky Dog on your friends list, please send him one as well. Thank you, Bowling.
Pete, I sent you one, but I don't have whoever you said.
Okay, I'll get him. Not a problem. Thank you. Good luck, guys.
Pete.
All right, so we're gonna get in here, and Lucky, I'm gonna send you the invite right now.
Gotcha.
What are you under right now?
I'm Lucky Dog 385. I'm not. I could appear online if you want.
Okay, no, you're offline. Okay, I'll just scroll on down, try to find you then.
Yeah.
I'll have to make sure I change this so you are a favorite. Okay.
Gotcha.
Actually, I don't see you.
Hold on, let me message you. I think if I can message you, then there you go. I got an info from Boehner.
Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, go ahead and take that. Yeah, there are a lot of people on my Xbox, absolutely. All right, so here we are, guys and gals, getting ready to set this off, and yeah, I'm actually gonna go ahead and get right up to it. I think y'all see what I'm kind of getting at, and looking back, these guys, a little bit of lag, something going on here right behind Coey. Not 100% sure what that was. I think it might have been guys trying to get settled in. I don't know what that was behind them, but anyway, these guys are going to try to do something a little special. Again, there's a whole lot of new guys in here, but you see that.
Oh, wow. There is very minimal guys. I think they all disconnected from the race. I think they all backed out to try and find another one.
We're gonna back out. Yeah.
Yeah, we're backing out. Good old NASCAR Heat 5 just screwed us, and bowling got
Yeah.
lagged out, so we're going to take one attempt at it.
Yeah, I saw cars kind of jumping all around. All right, we'll back out too.
All right. We'll give you another invite shortly.
Thanks, Kobe.
Under a rain delay right
All
now.
right.
Yeah, rain delay. We saw that, and y'all saw the trucks bouncing around like ping pong balls. So we'll bring it back to the lobby, and wait for these guys to rack and stack them back up one more time. So
Yeah, this is
since we're technically under a red flag, how about we put the red out? Let's see. Where's this going? There we go. There. You got,
There we go.
We got the red out. There we go.
Yeah. I mean, there's been quite a few rain delays at Michigan, so I mean, I guess you could say it's pretty realistic in that sense. So I mean, but
Yeah,
I mean, that's just part of it. I mean, I think, sometimes we have these kind of scenarios, unfortunate scenarios in league racing, and it's times like these where you have to be very prepared for them and have to remember what to do, because these are pivotal in order to get the race going. So good heads up by everybody here at NNR trying to get things sort of figured out, because it's not an ideal situation for anybody. You get ready for the race. You're hyped up. You're amped up. You got a good car. Whether you got to qualify well or not, you're ready. You're ready for your first race, and the lobby dies, and you're like, oh man, I can't race right now. So all that anticipation dies down for a little bit whilst servers and all that get rebooted again. So it can be pretty tough for the drivers too when they get ready, and then it all comes piling down.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. In the FFL Fast Family League Showdown, we saw the server issues rear its ugly head many times. It caused quite a few races to end prematurely. Caused a couple races to re-rack the stage 3. So, and we're right about that time where we usually see that server bump, and it's just very unfortunate. But we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this again. Coey said we're gonna give it one more attempt. But as you saw right there, Coey was actually in that 97 car. 97 car was actually supposed to be GRM Joker. So Coey's gonna go ahead and pace the field in that 97 truck. And what they were attempting to do was line up 3 wide behind them, a 3 wide salute, and then about 2 or they run that 1 lap, and then take a lap or 2 to fall back, get back into position, and get the race going. So it didn't work out as planned, but we'll definitely get there.
For sure. I mean, it's just part of it. Sometimes it's been happening a little more. It's been a bit more frequent for the Heat servers, unfortunately. But it's just unfortunately how it goes. Sometimes it happens in every game, though. I mean, we've all had these situations before. So I just think we'll definitely get it figured out. We'll get it sorted. I think everybody here at NNR is very experienced with these kind of scenarios, trying to get things back to normal. And I think we may be going racing pretty shortly. I want to say thank you to all the fans for watching, for sticking around, watching the race. I guess you could say it's our little NNR race day, or our race night, I guess you could say, because the races started a little later. But overall, I'm pretty excited to see some truck racing in Michigan. It's always been a good race to watch in real life, so I'm pretty sure it'll be a good one to watch in the virtual world here in NASCAR Heat 5. If you want to get a copy, you can get it on the Xbox store or any GameStop or any other place where you can get. I don't even know where else you can get it besides GameStop. But you can get it on any of those 2 sites right there. You get it on Xbox or GameStop, get NASCAR Heat 5, go play, race against some other competitive drivers in open lobbies, or maybe get yourself into some racing leagues like this one. So obviously very excited right now. And yeah, just keep me updated on when we're going to get the lobby sorted. Rain delay. It's been raining pretty hard, so the jet drivers are out there, the Air Titans.
Yeah, that's exactly what Dark Spartan was
working
just
hard.
saying. The Air Titans are out drying the track. But Boehner actually should be sending us an invite here in just a second from what he just put out there in chat. So just kind of waiting on that. And yeah, we'll try this one more time. Again, if the servers bump the field, that'll be that. They'll pull them all back, rack them one more time, and try to get this try to get this this special tribute to Joker in. If not, they just might have to get in there and get going, and we'll go through the field as they're under green.
Yeah, absolutely. Really, that's a really great tribute for Joker. Obviously, a very well-respected racer in the NASCAR Heat 5 community. Really good racer. I've only got to race with him a few times, just in like open lobbies, but those open lobbies are a bit more serious than what we usually see. So it was more like 13% races where we'd be running on 3 times wear or something, running presets. And very fast driver, very very good driver. And unfortunately, he passed away. I once again sending all my thoughts and prayers to Joker's family and friends. And we are definitely remembering him tonight as we were doing the 3 wide salute. So really looking forward to see that, and hopefully have a really good season opener for him.
Yep, you should be getting an invite here from Boehner in just a second.
I can join?
Yep, you can go ahead and join it. Yep.
I did get one.
Okay, great.
Awesome,
yep.
cool.
Go ahead and grab it, and I'm going to do the same thing. And looks like so far off of Cowboys or SWAT screen, the field is definitely paying a little bit more attention. As look at this as we go through, looking back from the 97. Hopefully the rest of the field will pull up, but there they are, 3 and 4 wide. 3 wide right now behind NNR Coey. Again, Coey, the overall owner and leader of the Cup, Xfinity, and Truck Series. I'd like to see them pull up behind the 97 a little bit better, so we can, get a look at this field. Looks like they're all still trying to form up, but man, there are a lot of trucks out here, and I'm glad to see that. Again, it looks a little bit deeper than it actually is. You think, looking at the field as you go through, that there's 20 to 30 cars or trucks out here. It's actually only about 17. But yeah, all of them trying to do their best to pay a little bit of tribute, and doing a pretty good job at it.
Yeah, doing a really great job here, 3 wide tribute for GRM Joker right here on Michigan, and you see the 97 car leading out in front there. That's Coey 97. So a great tribute for Joker, and well, I hope these guys are staying fuel when they're doing it, because fuel charge is gonna be big around here. So I'll probably keep it in 4th gear, just try and keep it a steady pace. But no, really, that's just awesome right there. That shot that you just saw, I was looking at Tenacious in 21. That was an incredible shot of 3x3x3 all the way around. So really, really beautiful sight there. Seeing 3 wide salute to Joker. That's really awesome gesture by everybody at NNR. Really, really good stuff there. And I don't know if we're doing another lap of 3 wide, but I would think that maybe they're starting to form up 2 wide for this first initial restart soon.
Yeah, they might. Maybe. They might be.
They're doing another
back a little bit. Yep. Dark Spartan, thank you very much for subbing with Primes. Absolutely appreciate you, man. In case all y'all don't know, well, I'll talk about a little bit about that later. But yeah, Panda, if you're still out there, I know you miss Joker more than for reasons that most of us will never know. But just know that NNR is still in your corner. So I know you talk quite a bit with a lot of the guys from American Ethanol and whatnot, but know that Joker had a home here with NNR as well. So this tribute is to you and our lost buddy Joker. That decal will stay on the screen, which, by the way, that decal next to the NNR on the bottom right-hand side, that was created by Panda, and I believe it's going to be something that's like on her car or something like that you see around. But they're starting to fall back, get double file back up. Coey should be pulling into the pits this time by. They've all fallen back, getting back into their qualifying positions. And Dan, we're getting ready to call this race green.
I'm really excited. About time. We had a little rain delay there. I think the air tight may have crashed out in turn 3, so they had to clear some debris for the air tight in there. But we got this race going. As you see right here, 2x2, all the way around, getting ready for season opener of the NNR Truck Series around Michigan. I'm really excited. Can't wait to see how these drivers race. Like I said, a lot of new guys in this field, so gonna keep an eye on a lot of these racers and see how they perform under these certain scenarios. And looks like Tenacious the 21 is gonna lead us to the start here as he got pole. So he'll be your pulser. He'll lead us, and gotta keep an eye on him. He's been looking pretty quick.
Yeah, we'll have to see. As it should be Coey pulling into the pits right here, or maybe we're taking one more. Nah, I'm guessing
No, maybe.
they may not. Yeah, it looks like they may not all be in the positions that they're in, so they're kind of stacking back up behind Coey, getting into their qualifying spot. And this should be the last time, and then we'll go green. But yeah, look at this whole field now behind the 97. It just looks familiar. That 97 was the truck that Joker was going to run in the Truck Series this whole year. So he'll stay on the roster. I believe he's going to get like last place points throughout the season, and yeah, he's a stay here. So that 97 looks pretty good out there.
Yeah, as the 38 car just decides to do a 360 across the track there and crashes. And oh my goodness gracious, that was a. I'm very confused about what happened there. I don't know if you saw what I saw, but the 38 car.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep.
Seeing.
I almost wiped out the 26, so I'm not sure what's going on here.
I'm guessing the server might be bumping or something.
Oh, I think it may be. I think we just saw another car back out. Oh, good grief! That they didn't clean the jet dryer debris still in turn 3. I think that's why we're hanging out for a little bit. I think that the jet dryer
all the
had a pretty big crash.
Pretty much back on pit road.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Another little issue. We're getting all the season bugs out on week 1.
That would be
Better to get them out
a
there.
great thing, Coey.
Yeah, apparently we had some issues with people keeping the line straight there and trying to do the salute. Hate to see somebody miss out on the first. Yeah, I hate to see somebody get screwed on the first race of the season. So we're going to just go one pace lap now. Our salute to Joker is completed, and then we'll just take one pace lap, and they're going to go.
All right. Dan and I will go ahead and back out. Let everybody in there get lined up. And are they going to go right from the green, regardless of where they qualified?
No, one pace lap. One pace lap.
Okay. All right. Well,
yeah.
Just try to tell them to keep it up to like 75 or something like that. That way the game doesn't kick them.
Yeah, we were just around 80, but we had an issue with one guy just not doing too well with it.
Gotcha. All right,
so let's say third time is the charm.
Yep, definitely a great gesture. Panda is out there in chat, so she, we were talking a little bit about him, about how he had a home here. His truck will stay in the roster all season long. I'm gonna guess like last place points throughout the year. But man, it's that was pretty cool. Kind of reminded me of what we did for 8 last year at Talladega.
Yeah, we wanted to show the respect. Got to talk to him a little bit, and sounded like one hell of a guy. When I had a couple chats with him, definitely made me laugh a few times, and really looking forward to seeing him run with us. And all respect to him and his family, and I'm so sorry for your loss. We really would have enjoyed having him, and everyone else in the community would have still loved him and been racing with him.
Yeah, you're right. No, Bod, I'm not ignoring the chat. I promise. Just other things going on right now. I promise you guys. Nope, I try to stay as active in the chat as I possibly can. But yeah, just trying to get the race up and running, and we'll do that as quickly as we can. It looks like Coey that they're loading back in, but I don't think they had everybody in the lobby just yet.
No, I think they're still working on it.
Okay, because it looks like they're loading into the race.
Yeah, I'm joining in right now. They only got 13 so far, so they're not ready to go yet.
Okay.
Oh, they did go. And I'm sorry, never mind. I don't know why they only have 12 players.
They only have 12? No, they're backing out. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, definitely not 12 guys showing up.
I don't know what happened there.
Okay.
This all started, Pete, when Swats made fun of you for jumping in our chat, and he's just went
Yep.
to hell.
I agree. See that? Karma at its
Karma
best.
got him. I
Yep.
told him, All right, maybe the fourth time's going to be a charm tonight.
Hey, Harvick got it done this week, so maybe that's what it's going to be all about. Maybe 4 times the charm.
I let Swats be off too many months. He's just a little rusty. Get those cobwebs out.
So while we're waiting on this to kick off, how'd the cup test go tonight?
That was going well. We had no issues. Boehner had a little lag, but I think that's partly due to his move because I'm not used to seeing him lag. Rowdy wasn't lagging too bad. We had no game cautions by the time I left, and I believe they may be still running. Putting a full race in tonight for practice to hopefully show that we deserve to have a great broadcaster like you on NNR.
Man.
Put on a good show. So we're trying to get the Cabas out over there.
Man, I just realized it's 10 o'clock already.
Mhm.
Oh boy, this one's gonna run late unless they'd be willing to do a 50%er instead of 100. That would be nice of them.
Well, is there actually a little time constraint that we have? Actually, if it goes too late, then we have to make it a 50%. I'm actually curious. I don't know if there's anything like that.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Never had that before, but I don't know. Are we running into your time, Pete?
I mean, it is what it is.
I'm fine. I don't have class tomorrow.
Okay.
So it works out for me. So I'm fine. Yeah.
I mean,
Well, as Pete knows, this is not a normal thing. This is just
No, it definitely isn't. Yeah.
some weird circumstance.
Yeah,
First
we
one was
blamed
basically
it
not
on
even our fault.
we blamed it on the jet dryers that crashed in turn 3, like trying to
There
clean
you
up
go.
the rain. That's what we blamed it on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
All right, let's hopefully this one goes good. I did not get even an invite yet, so let me jump back and see what's going on over there. I'll be right back.
All right, Cody, appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
So, Grace saved me. Yep, I am in Eastern Time. I'm about 40 minutes north of Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm in
Wow.
the tiny town of Oxford.
I've heard of it. Not the college, but like the town.
Yep, it's I'm about 30 minutes from the Virginia line, so pretty North Carolina.
Wow.
Yeah.
I live in Jersey, so I'm pretty boring. We live in East Brunswick there, about an hour and a half away from New York City. So I'm like 15 minutes away from Rutgers, but pretty close to the New York side. So, yeah, I got that's pretty going good on. I'm not a big city guy, so it didn't really thrill me. But yeah.
I was actually just up your way this past weekend. I went in.
Were you?
Yep. My sister lives in New Milford, so I was up there.
I think we talked about that. Yeah.
Yep, might have. So I was up there for a couple days. You know, lucky. I gotta say, there's still 20 people in here hanging out and chatting it up, keeping us company. To even with all these
good on
issues that have been
them
going on, I definitely want to thank everybody for hanging in there, and keeping each other. And also in the chat, Dark Spartans from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I know Coey, he's from the greater Harrisburg area. You're from Jersey. I'm originally from New Jersey, Bergen County. So yeah, it's there's Bod Fusion. He's in Southeast Oklahoma. Stout Whiskey, he's from North Carolina. Silent Killer, he's from Indiana.
Oh, wow. Man, I wish I could have came up with some jokes. I know Fry has been begging, and, not begging, but he's been poking fun of me that I don't have any jokes to tell. I apologize. I don't really have I don't have this special here tonight. I forgot to write down a script for the jokes, but I got an invite, so...
Awesome.
Maybe going racing shortly.
We're going to get in here. So, guys, they're going to take one pace lap just to make sure they get lined up, and we are going green. Yeah, Q-Dog, I'll be changing that light here in just a little bit. Excuse me. I wanted to change that 45 minutes ago, but it just wasn't in the cards. But look at this field. They're going to pull on down keep an even pace so nobody gets booted for the game not recognizing that they're moving, and ready to go. Again, Dark Spartan, thank you very much for subbing with Prime. Anybody that doesn't know, if you've got Amazon Prime to get those packages mailed to you for free, and you merge that with your Twitch channel or your Twitch whatever, you actually get Twitch Prime, and that gives you one free subscription a month. Dark Spartan, thank you very much for using your one free a month on me. You get commercial-free content throughout the season, or throughout at least the next month. So thank you very much for coming on out and helping me out as well. When it comes time to raffle off some NASCAR.com gift cards that I've got, your name will be in that list of possibilities that is going to go to only people that subscribe. So please, anybody out there, if you can, smash that subscribe button. I want to be able to send you a NASCAR.com gift card. I've got 5 of them. Plus, I've got 3 Amazon gift cards and a diecast that I'll be giving away. So there's a lot coming this year from me and from NNR as a whole. So lucky, we're going to work our way back up towards the front. As you mentioned, the 21 of Tenacious Z, he's going to be on the pole. He's got the 26 to his outside, coming off of turn 4, getting to that JRM Joker restart zone, and we're finally under green. Lucky, did I lose you?
No, I didn't know if that was my cue or not. Anyway,
I got you, buddy.
All right, that's embarrassing. So Tenacious gets up to a really good start here. Takes over the lead right now over the 26 truck. I don't quite know. I have to look at the roster. My bad. But anyway, another key thing about this track, the inside is very strong. You can use and want to. It's pretty hard to do so. Usually the inside gets the advantage on the restarts here, and you're going to see that as Tenacious pulls out in front of the lead here. He's going to come off forward, trying to lead lap 1.
Yeah, and it looks like he's doing a pretty good job so far. Right now, riding along with the Don J. Mill in this 26 Cosmopolitan, or I'm sorry, Luna. I'm gonna guess that's that's
Luna.
Chevy Silverado. Yep, Luna. But yeah, right now side by side for second place. Tenacious still has at least 1 truck length up, and I tell you what, this is the first lap that
big wreck in the back right there. Big wreck in the back of the field. We got a car flying all the way down the inside of the track, and the caution just came out. Massive big one on lap 2.
Yep, saw where Papa Bear kind of got tangled up in that, so let's go ahead and bring on out that yellow, and this is going to be the first chance, and a pretty good chance. Everybody's got about 40 seconds here to work their way on down pit road, get ready to, make any changes that they need, tire pressures, a little bit of tape maybe, change that wedge. From what I hear, a lot of people were really only changing their right rear by just a little bit, not a whole lot. So it's gonna be interesting to see just what everybody's able to change under 40 seconds, not just a random 15 seconds that you get. But Boehner out there saying it was the 18 and the 98 involved in that wreck. So we're going to bring it back up towards the front one more time. This time it's going to be the 3-car Monster Mike with the 16 is inside, and we're back going green. Monster Mike definitely did not get any kind of a restart. I'm going to guess he was sitting there in third gear rather than first or second, so that stacked up the whole field, but a good job by everybody to get around him.
Yeah, for sure. That could have been a big crash that happened there. He just did not go, and I was looking at Shadowak in the 99, and they were near about 4 wide going to the start-finish line, so really nothing those guys could do. If there's a car you can't go, you got to pass him. If you stay behind it, and it could cause a big wreck, and that really hurt the 26 truck, the Luna truck. I don't know if I could get to say that right. Actually, not on the roster, so yeah, Don J. Mill. I'm going to call him Don. So we got Don in the 26, Luna, Chevy Silverado up there. Lost quite a bit of ground, but he qualified well, so he's got that short run speed, but hopefully he has that long run speed to get himself back up to the front of the field.
Well, he's definitely going to have to try to do something. He was up there able to try to mix it up with Tenacious. But now it's actually Tempest. I'm not quite sure what the first part of his name is. That 16's leading the field all the way around, really hugging that white line all the way through 3 and 4. We've seen some great passes coming up off of this corner, but it looks like he's going to be able to hold the rest of the field at bay as they're side by side for second place coming across the line.
Yeah, I don't even really want to know. I don't even want to try to pronounce the first part of that gamer tag there from Tempest. Actually, never mind. I think it's supposed to be Siege.
Yep, that's what Alpha York just said in chat as well. Yep,
yeah, there we go, Siege. But he spelled it for 3 there, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, he's side by side right now with the 17 truck, I believe. Or is that the 15? That's the 15 of T-Glass, a guy who's raced in the E-Spark Truck Series and custom setups. So that's a familiar name I've seen before. As he takes over the lead right now, come off turn 4, going to lead a lap here. Not sure what lap we're on right now, but he's out in front right now, having a pretty big gap. Might be himself vulnerable to the 16 truck.
Well, it looks like as Cowboy Matt comes across the line, sitting about 16th, there is 11 laps left, and they've got about 14 laps in the tank. So everybody's going to be able to make it all the way to complete stage 1. Again, these guys are they're running a 100% race. So first race of the season, you got to figure there's going to be a little bit of nerves. But you know what, Lucky? I have not seen a whole lot of issues out there. Everybody really looks like they're veterans already. You know, they're keeping it cool, they're keeping it calm, they're keeping it collected, doing their best to stay in the draft and battling for every single position. But they're doing it rather cleanly. Not bad for their first time out.
Yeah, really great stuff so far from everybody. Just the field's a little spread out right now, but everyone's really keeping it clean and not really seeing too many aggressive moves right now. I mean, they're kind of 3 wide back there, but nothing too crazy going on. Everyone's very calm. Everybody knows it's a long race. We got stages on. Yep. I kind of forgot how many we have left here. It's very hard. Props to you guys for being able to figure out how many laps left in the stage, because I am clueless right now. But as you see, T-Glass opening up quite a big gap right now in second place and doing a really great job leading the field here. But he's got a whole pack of trucks behind him. Can't say cars, we've got trucks over here. Got a whole pack of trucks behind him. They're going to try and close up that gap. You see Tenacious of 21 closing in that gap right as we speak.
Yep, trying to work my way back up to Tenacious. By the way, Dan, the one and only Stout Whiskey says hello as he's about ready to jump offline and prepare lessons for his students tomorrow. In case anybody out there didn't know, Stout Whiskey, you wouldn't peg him as a school teacher, but yeah, that's what he does, and from what I hear, does pretty well. So not only is he a force to be reckoned with out here on the track in NNR and in E-Spark and a couple other places, man's got the patience of a saint to be able to deal with a bunch of kids on an everyday basis. Man, that's rough. But yeah,
you're not kidding. Yeah, I mean, I gave him credit because he helped me in my calculus homework.
Nice.
So I'm really happy for that. So yeah, that really helped me out there a lot. So pretty fortunate for that. But anyway, going back to this race up front here. Sorry I cut you off there. I just wanted to get that in there because I know I know that was a pretty funny moment there. He helped me in my calculus homework. But anyway, yeah, it looks like the 21 he caught quite a bit of time on the 15, but you don't really see him making a move. So maybe thinking he's trying to save a little bit of fuel, try and save his stuff. Saying that, the 15 guy didn't really have a good corner off of turn 2, and here comes Tenacious looking to the inside, going to try and go for the lead right now as we're heading into turn 3.
Getting up there right now.
Side by side, here
there
comes the 15 trying to look there on the outside, but the 21 not going to quite clear him. He's almost there. Not quite. The 15 got the acceleration on the outside line. Tenacious leads that lap, of course. But look, Tenacious had a really great run off 1 and 2. Let's see if he can do it again here in this end. Should probably clear him right now, and here he goes. Clears the 15 car, takes over the lead once again.
Yep, 15 now trailing to 21. Got a great
Here
trap.
He comes.
Surprised that 21 did move up the block, but you figure 21's going to have the better entry, but did he catch it too narrow. Is the 15 going to be able to get back in the throttle before the 21? No, he didn't. And that actually opened up the door for the 38 and the 99. So, excuse me, 38 working his way under with a big shove from the 99 all the way down the front stretch across the stripe. These guys are doing a phenomenal job.
Yeah, and like I said before at the start of the race, it's all about really staying on the inside line. That's just the fastest way on a track. There's no way to it. And whoa, man, Mike Hartman struck the 74. Got really loose because of the 15, and he holds on to a great save by the 74. But like I said, if you're on the left and the outside, it's just really hard to make a move there. And what was it? He gets a little aggressive there in the 99. A Shadowak gets right under him, moves him out of the way. That's very early to be a little uncalled for to be doing stuff like that. Maybe that's just a misjudgment there. But like I said, the inside is just the way to go. If you get struck the outsiders, you're going to fall all the way down the order. So maybe seen a little bit of impatience there from the 15 truck already.
Yeah, 15, 21, they've pretty much been up there since the green fell. As you were just mentioning, riding along right now with the 51 of NNR SWAT, your series admin for the latter half of last season, and will be here all season long. Joined back, and just as I say that, joined up with his brother. Shadowak is back in camp as well, and he's actually up here among this top four. Looking ahead to the 15, now got the 38 behind him. He was in that 99 trying to give that 15 a big old shove, try to get back right with the 21. And we've got 3 laps here remaining in stage number 1. Right now, Tenacious is up here, and it looks like he's really ready to battle it out. J-Pie out there in chat, Q-Dog still there, Grace Save Me, and several others. J-Pie saying he's got a fast 22 Pennzoil Ford Mustang for Thursday night. J-Pod, thanks for coming out. Not only you, but parts of your militia as well. And to all 30 people out there hanging out and keeping each other company. Thanks for coming out for NNR season opener right here with the Truck Series at Michigan. Riding along now with the 18 of Cowboy. No mistaking about his numbers. This year, there is no 19 in the truck. I'm sorry, no 19 in the game. However, whenever 704 or Monster or whoever finally adds that truck to the game, he will switch over to that 19. But right now, he's rocking this Safe Flight Toyota Tundra. I'm not sure if there's a little bit of fuel strategy. I didn't see any damage on the front. Definitely looking a little loose, so he might have had to back it down as see a truck go down pit road right there, Dan. We might see the start of some green flag pit stops, or that guy just said, you know what, I am too loose, I got to bring it in. Still looking ahead from the 18, seeing some people get pretty loose, but this pack up front, they are not wavering. Still, it's the 21 and the 15 side by side off of turn number 4, 99 right there with him, as well as the 38. All a little bit of nose to tail. 15's going to try to dive underneath, and that looks like that was the end of the stage right there. Yeah. All right, so looks like the 21 of Tenacious is going to grab max points right here in stage 1, 15 P2. And the 99, I think, was going to be P3.
Yeah,
not too bad of a first stage.
Just love it when your phone dies on you. That's just not the ideal situation there. It went from 33% to turning off to 10% to turning off, and it's dead. So, yeah, I need a new phone. Anyway, yeah, I'm back. I have very low battery in my iPad, so I'm going to have to charge it at another point. I'll just talk without a headset. But anyway, yeah, it looks like that was the end of the stage. I kind of missed a while because I was trying to figure out the technical difficulties I was having, but it's a very competitive stage. The top 4 pretty much broke away from the rest of the field. We had the 15, 99, 38, and the 21 all together racing hard, and put on a really good show for the fans watching this race.
Yeah, absolutely. Rangers out there asking where Cape is. We can definitely find Cape here for you in just a little bit, but first I want to get back up and see how we're looking, as it looks like the 15 of T-Glass. He's going to bring it to the start stripe first. He was a control truck, 21 right there with him. So is the 99, so is the 38. So a couple of guys really showing that they got what it takes right here in the first race of the new NNR Truck Series season. Parzival, what's happening, buddy? How are you?
Wow, I don't know if you saw that. The 99 just shoved Tenacious out of the way there. Like, man, he just drove it in so deep. And a 21 of Tenacious all the way on the outside, going to fall in so many places right here. Probably going to fall outside the top 5. Man, that's just a tough break there. Pretty, kind of starting to be a little bit more aggressive now in stage 2. As you see, the 16 chopped to 74. And you're going to get a little crazy here as we're getting closer and closer to the end of the race.
Yep, looking forward right now from the 23 of More Than a Cape by request of Rangers. Cape right now, it looks like he's running in about, I'd say about 15th or 14th position. Not too bad for the guy, though. But let's work our way back up. Here's the 88 of Beast Hunter. Really haven't talked much about him. He's on the outside line with a little bit of a draft from 1 or 2 trucks ahead of him. But Lucky, as you would imagine, this bottom line is pretty much prevailing so far. Whoa! Contact between the 88 and that
was a jump.
22 got upended, and the 88's going to have a lot of damage. 22's got all kinds of damage on the side. And, yep, we're going to bring it out. That's going to be only our second race-affiliated caution of the race so far. Let's bring that yellow back out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. That was a jump scare to me. That was crazy. The 88, I think, either bounced up the wall and just hit the 22, and just chain reaction from then on. 22 going up in the air, flipping over. So caution out the second time this race, and hopefully those guys get their damage fixed, and we'll be back to racing here in stage 2.
Yeah, I mean, stage 1 only had one racing caution, and then of course the the stage break. But other than that, it's been all green, so not too shabby. We're gonna rack and stack them back up one more time here in the Irish Hills of Michigan. 98 and the 38. 38 this year is going to be FNL, or has an NNR bowling. So good to see him have a gamer tag that reps NNR as well as his own league, Fast and Loud. You guys ever want to watch a really good race as well, definitely look up FNL. They do a pretty good job. He's got the 98 to his inside, and we are under green going into 1 and 2, all stacked up behind this 98.
Yeah, we got a massive pack here, 2x2 all the way around. Seeing the 38 prevail on the outside as my controller falls off. Oh my goodness gracious. He really shoves it deep into the corner. That's going to leave the door open for T-Glass in the 15 to retake the lead. Once again, the 38 hits the... Oh, we got a big wreck going on right here. No, everyone saves that. I thought that was going to be a big wreck.
The one that got the most out of that, or lost the most, out of that, is going to be that 38 of Bowling. He got shoved up into the wall just a little bit when they decided to take that 4 wide. It was an interesting battle, but Bowling would probably say otherwise.
Yeah, you're probably not going to be too happy with, I think, with the 98, who just, he overdrove it pretty bad there to the corner, and that washed him way up the track and allowed the 15 to retake the lead again. And yeah, he probably not too happy about it, but hey, stage 2, got another stage left to regroup and get back at it. And who knows, we have another caution in this stage, so we've got a lot of time left for him to make up some ground.
Yeah, absolutely. At the start stripe that time, according to the 18 of Cowboy, looks like we've got 10 laps left here, stage 2. So I'm going to guess that because we got a little bit later of a start, they decided to not run 100%, and they're only running a 50% race. So definitely appreciate SWATs and the other admins for making that call, if indeed that's what it is. Guys, I just put a link out there in chat. As you see that scroll across the top of the screen for the Chase Elliott win diecast from the All-Star race at Bristol Motor Speedway. If you want a chance to win one, More Than a Cape purchase one, it all goes towards pediatric cancer. It is Pediatric Cancer Research Month. And if you want to know more about Cape or his son TJ, please go to morethancape.org. There's a lot of information out there. It is a great cause, and all the proceeds for that raffle are going towards pediatric cancer research. So please, $5 gets you one entry into the raffle, $10 gets you three, and the winner will be announced at the final XCLT race in just about, I'm going to say it's going to be about 3 weeks. They've got 4 races this round, 2 races the following round, and then one more race after that to crown a champion in what originally Slide Job started, what was called the Fast Family League Showdown. Now it's something completely different, headed up by Dohar, Fry Dog, and Ford Tough, and all those guys. We see a truck down on the apron. Everybody's able to get on by, though, here, Dan.
Yeah, as that big group started to pull away, I saw a little incident there of Cowboy in the 26 that, like, ooh, no, I'm going to say in a lower tone there. Kind of chopped them off a little bit, got a little loose, and I almost crashed the 18. But now it's a pack of 5 up front. Looks like we got T-Glass still leading that pack. I'm going to try and find where everyone is. There's T-Glass. There's 21 of Tenacious up there in the front. I believe we got John in the 26 with the Siege in the 16 and the 74 truck. I got to find what his gamer tag is really quick. Owen Cornet in 74 and 5th. So that's your top 5 right now. All those trucks, little pack here. 74 starting to lose a little bit of ground, but once again, it's just kind of the same as stage 1. All these guys breaking away from the rest of the field.
Yeah, they got lined up 4 or 5 cars deep. It looks like the 74 is just trying to stay right there on the draft, but hasn't really been able to just lock on just yet. But doing a pretty good job. Actually, it looks like that somebody might have made a little bit of contact with the wall. Might have been the 26. You kind of backed him up just a little bit, allowed the 74 to now latch on. So this is now a pack of 5 true NNR race trucks still headed by that 15.
Yeah, and I mean, you start to see the 21 try to make the outside work around there, and it didn't really work out too well for him. However, he's still staying put in second. Got the help from the 26 of Don up there, but it looks like, as you see here, the 16 at C's just gets the move done on here, clears him right now. I think on the outside there he goes with the second place, and that's just how strong the inside is, and how, you know, once you got guys down there and guys can just train around you. It's unfortunate there, but 21's fast enough, or Tenacious, he's fast enough to get back up there and challenge for the lead again.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, Tenacious, he led most of stage 1. T-Glass, as you mentioned, you're pretty familiar with him being from East Park, and here he is, you know, out here in the trucks doing his thing, leading laps, and you know, you got to be pretty good to be in East Park to begin. Is he a truck, Xfinity, or a Cup driver?
So I don't really follow it as much. I just think he's a truck driver. I think he won Talladega, so he's got that going for him. So he won Talladega around there. It's the 26 of Don got really loose off too, and he's also out of ground there. The leaders fell to 5th. Still same with the draft though. Is 74 trying to make some moves on the outside here, trying to make a move on Tenacious. As the 15 of T-Glass really trying to break the draft there. He's getting pretty aggressive with the weaving of the draft there, but that's just how strong it is. And here comes the 21 on the inside of Siege for second. Going to get a little loose there. Going to allow the 16 to wash up a little bit, but it looks like the 15 is starting to build a gap right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you, this 74 of Owen Cornet, he's got one hell of a battle right here in front of him. You know, Tenacious D now looking to the inside of that 15. He's been in this position before. He was pushing before on all the way down the front stretch, and it worked for him because they were able to clear the truck on the outside. Looks like they're going to be able to complete the same thing. And that time by the start stripe, there were exactly 2 laps remaining here in stage 2. Again, want to thank everybody that's out there in chat. Boehner, Grace, Dog, J-Pop, Parzival. I mean, there's quite a few Rangers Glad that you're checking in tonight. Good to see you as well. But these guys have definitely put on a pretty good show. And just think here, Lucky, this is only the first race of 3 this week. Now all the races are back-to-back. Tuesday night trucks, Wednesday Xfinity, and Thursday night is the Cup cars. And it's, what is it? It's I think it's like 31 or 32 trucks in Cup. There's 26
Trucks in Cup?
Yeah, 31 in Cup. I want to say 26 in Xfinity, and now there's about 25 or 26 here in trucks. So this is actually a small field compared to what we'll see next week.
Yeah, sorry, you said trucks in Cup, and I got a little confused there.
Oh.
I was laughing at that. No, but that just shows like the size of the field we got and the amount of guys we got in this NNR Racing League. Is the stage is over right now, and didn't know that. My bad. T-Glass takes home the win, and 21 Tenacious in second, 16 in third, 26 the Laiura of Don in fourth, and the 74 of Cornet gets fifth. But yeah, I mean, we have a lot of guys in this league here, and this is a pretty short field, like you said, and I think it's just going to get better day after day. So I'm really excited to see what the Xfinity and Cup guys have left around here at Michigan. And there's only 2 stages now. We're in the big money stage, the final stage, and can't wait to see what these guys have left in order to get themselves up front and try and win this race.
Well, they are going to have quite a bit left because everybody's going to grab 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods, fill it up with Sunoco E15 racing fuel, get back out on the track, rack them and stack them for stage number 3. And yeah, we're about to see if that same pack is going to stay up front or if we're going to see any latecomers. Looking on now from Seeds, we've got the 26 to the outside. Looks like the 15 is going to be the control truck. Back across the start stripe, stage 3 is now green. Here we go. Last time by, and
whoa! I don't know if you saw what I saw, but that 21, he was really making a move there on the inside, but the 15 shut the door on him. Here on the 15 trying to block the inside right now. The 21 not going to make a move, but man, I'll be honest with you there. I was pretty crazy what happened there in that first corner, but 21's going to make a run in the 15 right now.
Yep, looking forward from the 16 of Siege. Definitely see the 21 looking down low. Looks like the 16's actually going to go with him when they come across the start stripe that time, or this time by. I'll go ahead and grab us a lap count. It looks like we've got 56, 6 laps to go here in the race. The opener for the NNR Truck Series right here from Michigan. Again, tomorrow night we got the Xfinity guys headed up by the brand new series admin of J-Pa. His whole militia is gonna go green. And then on Thursday night it's gonna be the Cup guys. They're gonna take their turn. 16 with a big dive to the inside of the 15. He's got the draft of the 21. Here comes the 18 truck of Cowboy. He's gonna bring him 3 wide. 21's gonna go down the block. No such luck. We'll have to see just how much of an entry they're going to be able to get into 1. 3 wide going into 1.
This is some insane racing we got going on for the top 5. As you see right there, we have the 26 out there in the back, in the middle of the field. 21's got a really big lead right now, and what I believe is Cowboy. They're side by side right now, the 16 and the 18 for second place. As I'm trying to find a charger that works for my iPad right now and try and watch the race at the same time, but looks like the 18 truck is holding on pretty good right now in second place, trying to gain some ground back to Tenacious right now as T-Glass is falling down yours just a little bit, and he's got a pretty hefty lead right now, but he's going to be a little vulnerable from these guys that are right in front of him, because you all know how strong the draft is and how strong it is when you got a lot of guys in it. So 21 maybe a sitting duck here.
That he absolutely could be, but the only thing I kind of think about is, yes, Michigan is very much a draft track, but it's not like a Daytona or a Talladega where you get that really big run and you can kind of take it where everybody's fast here, even the leader by himself. A couple trucks drafting up behind him. Yeah, they're going to be quick, but it's not. I don't think it's going to be just as easy as it would be at Daytona or Talladega to pass. Still looking on right now from the 15 of T-Glass, a little bit of a push there from the 16 across the stripe that time. It's still Tenacious up there in the front. and looks like about the first 5 or 6 are all lined up.
That's what you just got to do around Michigan. You know, you have to line up. There's got to be a certain point where you're like, all right, we got to stop racing. Just us racing is not going to gain us time on the leaders right here. Is you see, look at what they're doing. They call it back up to the 21 tenacious. Once you get into a single file line, just run your races, build up that draft. You're going to catch the leader and give yourself a better position racing up towards the front and try and get to the lead. You got to work together with guys in order to be in the right position. And you know, if you miss the opportunity by racing too hard, it's just you're going to put yourself in a bigger hole. And if you're racing harder, there's a greater chance that you ended up falling to the back of the field and maybe getting into an accident.
Yep, it looks. I don't know if you just saw that dive, but the 15 T-Glass, he completely sent it as it was the theme of the Pro League just a couple of years ago. And I tell you, he was able to get on by the 33 of Haskell to Rascal. I gotta love that gamer tag. Say it a couple times fast, man. It's pretty cool. But 18 blocking that 15 all the way down into the grass. I'm sorry, that was the 38 blocking the 15 all the way down, not the 18. Looks like the 33, though, he's going to be able to get underneath the 18 of Cowboy. They're going to go side by side. Cowboy's going to pinch him all the way down on that line. Great hands, great driving, great track awareness by both of those guys. But lucky, the leader's starting to check out.
That's just what happens when you start racing. You saw those guys start to get a little greedy. You get towards the end of this final stage, and we're not even at the end of the final stage. We're at the start of it, and these guys are getting greedy, trying to get as many spots as they can. But you got to realize sometimes you have to stay back and be patient. Just ride in that pack, and then because over time, some of these guys are going to make mistakes. So as we get deeper into the run, and as we get closer to pit stops, there's a lot of time left that you could gain, and there's obviously a lot of time you can lose if you get a speeding penalty. But it's just all about being patient and taking care of your stuff. You see there, Cowboy just dropped all the way back there. And T-Glass, albeit he's been very aggressive. He's up in the second place right now, 38 of Bolin right behind him. But 15, I mean, it would have worried from 21 because 15's been one of the, if not the best trucks of the day. And he's not afraid to send it into the corner. So it's definitely going to be a very, very intense fight for the lead right now. He's going to make a run to 21.
Yeah, 21 tenacious. I don't know if you noticed right there, but when he came off the corner, it looked like he was getting just a little tight. Really had to kind of get into the throttle, make that right rear work for him in order for him to come off the corner. So it looks like all that time that he was trying to extend his lead, he was really wearing out his equipment. So that kind of allowed the next couple of guys to really pull back up on Tenacious's bumper. And he's going to have a challenge for the lead here. I'll grab a lap count next time by, but right now, Dan, it looks like 1st through 6th, or actually all the way back to about 10th or more, is all single file. Everybody high on the off of 4 and right down on the apron across the start stripe. Put it high again to get a great entry into 1 and 2. But yeah, you got a pack of 3, then you got another pack of 3, and then a pack of about 6 behind them. So the field is definitely getting more and more spread out. And in about 8 laps, we'll see our first green flag pit stop. If we don't see it first, see a bunch of guys just got loose there off of 4. I don't know if anybody got collected or if we're going to stay green.
Yeah, there's a lot of aggressive driving going on there. As you see the 15 trying to squeeze on the outside. There's 21's blocking a little bit, which, I mean, you can do, but I wouldn't recommend it. It can cause a lot of wrecks potentially. It could be considered dirty driving almost, but it's definitely a lot of aggressive racing for the lead up here. But they have a pretty good gap to the second pack, but if they race too hard, that second pack could close in on them. So, and going back to what you said about 21 getting tight, these trucks are heavy. I mean, you got a lot of weight to them. It's a dump truck, so you have to have that fine balance between a good long run truck and a truck that's got good turning ability that could get through the corners, and I believe we have now just got a caution.
So far, it looks like the 18 and the 16 that are working pretty well together.
They were going so slow through there. I thought they had a caution here. My bad.
I get you. I tell you, I was in a party with Rowdy and a couple others earlier. I think Stout Whiskey and maybe one or two others, and they were talking about how much this place was really wearing on tires. The right front and the right rear, depending on how much you set it up, or how loose you set it up, I should say. So you got to figure they've got to be getting tight. The draft is going to play with their trucks and the way that they're handling as well. But the 18 and the 16, 18 of Cowboy and 16 right behind him, they've been able to push each other and pull each other back up towards this group of 5 as we're starting to see trucks come off pit road. So green flag pit stops looks like they're underway. Either that or just one guy that was having a hard time hanging on to his truck brought it on down pit road rather safe than sorry.
Yeah, and tires are everything around this track. If you can stay out a lap longer than the guy, then you're in a good situation to gain a lot of time back up, because the fresher tires you have, the more speed you have, and it's a really big difference. If you overcut a guy and you're in 1 or 2 lap fresher tires, you can get around that guy pretty easy. The tire wear is pretty big, lap on lap, so it's definitely, definitely a strategy that these guys got to look at in terms of tires. Because those are tires just as important as fuel around here. So, definitely seeing some different strategies going on as the leaders are still racing up front. 15 trying to make a move into 38 of Bowling. And it doesn't seem like any of these guys are pitting. We haven't seen the universal signal on the backstretch yet. So these guys are not pitting anytime soon.
No, I don't think so either. I'm actually riding along with Bowling. Bowling tried a little bit of a pass on the 21 of Tenacious. That last lap, Tenacious moved up just a little bit, caught the left front of Bowling's truck, kind of sent him up just a little bit. But here is another challenge. 38 down low, 21 and 16 up high. It looks like Bowling's going to have the preferred line, using that a little bit of the banking, or the apron rather, to get that truck to turn. Again, got to be really tight right now, but looks like from Cowboy Stream, he's got about 3 laps left in the tank, so we should start to see, as you just mentioned, that universal signal for pitting within the next lap or so. You figure everybody's going to want to get down if you're pitting from first, second, third, or fourth, you want to try to get in there earlier than the guy that's right in front of you. Get those Eagle feel goods, come on out, put a great burner down, maybe get a little bit of separation between yourself and the next guy, and move on from there. But right now, Bowling able to get on by 15 right there with him. There's the 21 of Tenacious back to P3. Looks like the 18 of Cowboy, he's in this mix as well. So top 5 really still all together, but behind him, very spread out.
Yeah, I don't know if the 33 had just done a pit stop, but he's up there too. He's looking pretty fast. 33 truck. Looking pretty strong. I may be wrong here, but yeah, as you're starting to see the 38 and the 15 looking really strong at the very end of the long run here. You've seen the 21s at the fade of it. That's really important, especially if we keep these races going green and then they continue to spread out. That 21 may be in a tricky scenario when he doesn't apply the long run speed as 33 trying to force a gap right here, and it looks like the 38 and 21, 18, I think they're all coming to the pits right now.
Yep, I was just going to say the 18 Cowboys fuel light is lit up, burning, ready. He's ready to bring it on down pit road. So let's actually ride on in with this 38. A little bit of looseness under braking. Not quite sure if Bowling got it down to pit road speed. I want to say it's about 50 or 55 miles per hour, but it's going to be very iffy if the 38 didn't get a black flag. It looks like he's got other company, quite a few trucks right with him going on down pit road. Want to thank Coe and Grace Amy Boehner, Stover. This is the NNR league or community on the Xbox. This is off of Heat 5. Please be sure, go on up, smash that follow, hit the subscribe if you can. Be glad to have you along, sir.
Yeah, as you start to see, the pit stops are now finished. I looked at the 38, got it down. He got it good on the pit road there. Sorry, I can't speak anymore. My goodness. He slowed it down just enough. And I'll tell you what, I'm one to have had a bad experience with Michigan pit roads. It's very deceiving. You definitely want to extend it into the pit road and try and go as fast as you can, but sometimes you may just push it too much and you end up speeding. But 38 got it pretty good on entry, and 15 as well, and they've spread out from the rest of the field here as they are pretty far away from third on back. So these two are going to be fighting at the front for the rest of the race. And I believe that's Cowboy in third and Tenacious in fourth, I believe.
Yep, I'm actually working my way back to Cowboy right now. With his track map, it's showing that the 51 of SWATs was in the lead going down pit road, but after that pit road cycle, it's actually going to revert back to the 38 right here of FNL Bowling. You mentioned the 33. It looked like he might have been on some new tires earlier, and I think you're right. I think that was the truck that was coming off of pit road as the leaders went on by. That just goes to show what kind of speed you can really muster with 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods. And who knows if he took enough fuel just to go all the way, or if he took it just enough to make it. If he's got all kinds of damage, just to make it until everybody else was pitting. We'll have to see. But right now, that is 38 laps remaining here in Stage 3, the opening race of the NNR Truck Series and the NNR community as a whole. Again, tomorrow night we'll see the Xfinity guys tackle right here at Michigan International Speedway. And Thursday night's going to be the Cup guys. But here with the trucks, 38 of Bowling's got this Mannington commercial Ford in the wind and no immediate competition. So Bowling able to get in, get out of pit road. Didn't really look like, or didn't seem like he got that black flag I was a little leery about. He's right back where he was before.
Yeah, Bowling looking really strong overall. And this is the point of the race when we have those pit stops and everyone's spread out. Now we really get to see how strong these trucks are and how strong the drivers are, as you see. Bowling out in front definitely showed it. And when he was in racing in the pack, had a really good long run truck. And the 15 is, I think he's won the first 2 stages of the race, so it's no surprise to see him up there in second. Cowboy looking pretty strong up there, and he and Tenacious are there in third and fourth. Lagging back a little bit, don't quite have the speed that the top 2 have. Maybe not. Maybe they're losing a little bit of the handling, but they don't quite have what they have. That made no sense at all. They don't quite have what the 15 and 38 have towards the front, and maybe losing a little bit of grip. But yeah, I mean, so far it's the Bowling and T-Glass show so far, as the 15 is starting to slowly close down that gap from 38.
Yep, you talk about 38's got that gap. I was gonna be able to give you a top 5, but just as I said that, Cowboy went and changed his menu up, where it was going to show me 2nd through 6th, but looks like he's got about 13 laps of fuel, so another 10 plus laps. We'll see one more round of green flag pit stops, as these guys are pretty spread out. I imagine we're going to stay green the rest of the way, unless somebody got a little too aggressive with their settings, thinking maybe they need a little bit more air pressure in the right rear, didn't keep up with the left rear to kind of compensate for that slide coming off of 2 and 4. So we'll have to see as the race goes on if anyone gets collected. But right now, Bowling, he's got the lead all to himself.
Yeah, but the 15 truck is keeping him honest right here in second place. So keeping actually around a stable gap. I think the 16 of Siege is in 5th. I could be right or wrong about that. But the 16 truck has been looking pretty strong. You got Krabby Soup behind him in a 24. I haven't talked about him all day in that 100 cars Chevy Silverado. He's been looking pretty strong so far in this race. Just hanging back, riding behind the 16. Been looking pretty good. And we haven't talked about the 26 of Don. He really hasn't made his way back up through the field. Maybe he had a speedy penalty or something. I forget exactly what happened to him, but he's not been up in the top 5 for quite a while. So definitely seeing how these long runs are exposing some of these guys and how their trucks are handled.
Absolutely, and I tell you what, talking about a long run and what they're able to do and whatnot, just watch the 18 of Cowboy really just kind of lift the 21 off the bottom. 21 didn't have the bottom sealed off. 18 was able to poke his nose just as the 21 is going to try to do here, but just not able to complete it. 18 and 21 are virtually nose to tail all the way down the backstretch. Hopefully that didn't push the 18 of Cowboy too far past his comfort zone getting into the corner. He did wash up a little bit, didn't quite paint that white line, and now 21's going to be able to get a run on the outside. They are side by side, coming to complete yet another lap, and as they do that, it looks like there's 32 remaining here in Stage 3, the final race still the 38 of Bowling has the lead.
Yeah, we got a really great battle right here for third place. You see the 18 of Cowboy holding on very strong at the inside line, but the 21's actually doing a pretty good job running the outside line around the track. And as we're going through 3 and 4, it's going to be pretty hard for him to maintain it. As you see, he checks up the corner, tries to put up a pretty good run off 4 here. Gets a little wobbly, but two are having a dogfight right now for third place. And I'll tell you what, it's been pretty fun to watch it. And I see the 21 trying to side the run here in the front straight.
Yeah, you got that fight between the 21 and the 18. Behind them, you got another fight between the 16 and the 24. 24 is going to be Krabby Soup. Krabby, I tell you what, man, I appreciate this guy very much. Just like we saw Dark Spartan subscribe to the channel using Prime a little bit ago, Krabby Soup through broadcast with the American Ethanol races and whatnot, over his time, he has gifted 20 people a subscription to my channel. That means 20 people have gone on. They've had a month of no commercials unless it's something that I put on there, like how to follow NNR or visiting the Zazzle store and whatnot. So I didn't realize all that had actually come from Krabby. But man, very, very big thank you to Krabby.
Yeah, absolutely. He's running pretty strong right now. He's running, I think, 6. I'm going to check and see where he's at. Running behind his 16 truck, doing a pretty solid job so far. I believe he's also a rookie in this series. So running a pretty quiet race, but, that's honestly sometimes a good thing. You don't want to have a lot of people, it's probably better not to have a whole lot of people talking about you after the race because that means that you probably could be a dirty driver. So he's running pretty quiet so far. It's pretty good, just staying in there, but he's staying in the fight. He sees the battle for third going on right in front of him. He's got the 16 right in front of him in his toe, trying to catch back up there. But it looks like the 16 is pretty strong. You got a really good run off too, but so far the 24th been really holding the steady wheel.
Yeah, Boehner just mentioned the 15 of T-Glass here just a moment ago out here in chat. He's actually caught up to the 38. So it goes to show that 15, when he was up front and running pretty good in stage 2, he's right now right behind the 38 of Bowling, just as Parsville asks how Bowling's doing. Well, Pars, here is your answer. This is a battle for first right now. The 38 of Bowling, he's got it. 15 of T-Glass, he wants it. And these guys have the track all to themselves. Nobody in front, nobody readily behind. This is a battle amongst themselves. They're going to settle it out amongst themselves, I have a feeling, unless one of these guys have any kind of an issue going down pit road, which should be within about the next 5 laps, give or take.
Yeah, we're going to see some pit stops happening pretty shortly, as it's been a pretty long run so far. Going to try and come back towards the front here, and you see T-Glass right onto the back of 38. T-Glass will be very strong right now in the long run. Running a lane higher than the 38, trying to get that run off of 2. But honestly, I think if I were him, I'd just try and lay back, try and save a little bit of stuff here. Try and pressure him into maybe speeding into pit road on the next sequence of pit stops. So far, he's been really strong, and it's no surprise he's won both stages so far this race. He's had a really strong truck. He's going to try and get a good run here off turn 4, going to be in the draft. Going to see if he makes a move to the outside, try and side draft him maybe. Not quite. He's got the pretty good run. He's going to try and arc it high going into turn 1. 38's going to try and block him. We're actually quite defensive right now going to turn 1, and so 38 still holding on to the lead of Bowling, but a great battle right here for the front of the field.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been kind of working my way around, checking out the 21 of Tenacious, now the 18 of Cowboy, and the 16 right behind him. These guys, it seems like they've been battling, all race long. 38 and the 15, they've been battling for stages. So. Bowling, we mentioned that he's back for his second year. 18 of Cowboy, he's back for his second year. The 51 of Swats, he's back, as well as a couple others. As starting to see, I'm not sure if that truck that just went down pit road got loose and got force pit by himself, or if he actually meant to pit. I didn't quite catch whether he signaled he was pitting or not, but man. Back up front now with this 38, and and the 15 of T-Glass. T-Glass, I'd never heard of him before. So far, he's done a pretty phenomenal job. Parzival out there saying that Bowling is his pick for the championship. Man, to be calling that this early, he's either really good friends with Bowling, or he's just got that much faith that Bowling learned a ton last year in the trucks, and now Bowling is ready to go for that championship this year. And I have no doubt in my mind he can do it. He was strong all last year as well.
Yeah, and he's really showing it so far tonight, running as they're going to sailing to pit road right now. But as you see, 38 has been out in the lead for a lot of this race, and he's done a really great job so far. He's been off to a really strong start of the season, and definitely is one of the championship favorites, maybe early on if you wanted to say so. But 15's been really good. May need to be a little bit patient in certain scenarios, in certain stages, but so far these two have been the class in the field so far as they're breaking pit road.
Just caught up now with looks like the 20 of Tex Belt. Really haven't mentioned him that much. Trying to avoid a little bit of contact. Good job.
Whoa.
Good awareness by Tex. Looks like some guys trying to get down pit road. Made some contact. Were able to straighten that on out. If the 20 was going to go down pit road that time, waved it off in order to avoid any kind of damage to this raised on blacktop Chevy Silverado. That's a nice looking paint scheme. I like that.
Yeah, it's a pretty good paint scheme there. And going back up to the front here, same two guys didn't make any mistakes at all. Looked very stable entering the pits. So it's going to be those two out in front. Bowling first, T-Glass second. I'm trying to find where the 18 is. The 21 has some rear end damage.
Pit road now. He's rounding 1 and 2 on the apron.
I think, yeah. I'm trying to look right here. Can't find it. There he is. He comes off pit road. And let's see where the 21 is. Actually, he comes out right in front of the 16 truck of Siege. So I think he lost the position to Tenacious, if I recall. Tenacious may have pit a lap early, or there was some sort of issue that happened. But so far, so good. Actually, I think maybe Tenacious stayed out. Can you fill me on that? He has a lot of damage, so maybe he wrecked. I think we may have missed something, or I missed something personally, but the 21 there has got a lot of left side, rear, and front damage.
Yeah, I'm almost wondering if he wasn't one of the ones that were just in that mix-up as the 20 went on by those 3 trucks that were having a problem getting onto pit road. Now here's the 18, and that would have been bad if the 15 had hooked the 18 into the wall. But it looks like they're going to be able to get lined back up, head through 3 and 4 safely. No issue there, but definitely keeping it clean, keeping it green. Everybody has done a phenomenal job. Stage 3 has really gone off without a hitch. There's been some great racing all the way around the track. Definitely still want to thank every single one of y'all that are out there in chat keeping us company. Man, NNR season's just getting started.
Absolutely. I mean, we've been seeing some great racing so far all throughout this whole race so far in every stage, and seeing some great battles up at the front, like for first, and we had some great battles for third and even fifth all around the field. So it's definitely been a great race to watch, and I mean, this battle's still going strong. I mean, you got T-Glass and Bowling, the class of the field, they're still head-to-head, side-by-side as they're heading towards turn 1. They're just going to squeeze in right in front of him. There's pretty much going to be a game of cat and mouse, I think, in order for the 15 to get around him. Going to have to do something a little risky, maybe. It may have to do something different. Probably have to size up a run and just kind of lay back and make a move when he's not expecting it.
Boehner, I got to tell you, buddy, out there in chat, I'm glad that you're helping me out, keeping everybody up to speed on where some of the other trucks are, by number and what position they're in. Man, I definitely appreciate you doing a phenomenal job, sir.
Yes, sir. You did a great job.
Lucky, you ran in that 10K race, didn't you? You won the overall, right?
The Homestead one?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we got third in that race, yeah.
You got third in that race. Yeah, the guy that's out there in chat, Boehner, he actually came in, that if you came in second. Third, he actually came in second. Talk about a preset guy going all for it during that 10K race. Boehner's been a phenomenal help in every series. He's one of the admins this year. He's done a great job there. Both him, Stout, Coey, J-Pa, and Swats, the 5 of them have done a phenomenal amount of work to make sure that when this season was ready to kick off, it was ready to be kicked off in the right way. So, Boehner, definitely appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. Big thanks to Boehner and all the admins from the NNR Racing League for all the help that they've been doing, or for No Name Racing, I should say. Sorry about that. I don't think that's right. And No Name Racing, all the admins, everybody involved in this racing series, for putting on these really great, putting on an amazing show, getting all these great drivers to race every week, and having great races like this here in Michigan. Albeit it's very spread out right now across the field, but I mean, it's going to get better every season. And I'll be honest, it's been a really great race. Not a lot of cautions, not a lot of, I think only 2 that we had, and
Yep.
It's been relatively clean racing so far. So, the Xfinity and Cup cars got a lot to look at. Got to live up to. So, definitely putting on a show right now, at least towards the front right here, first and second run around. And it's kind of settled down, but it's going to get really intense towards the end of this thing.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Next time Cowboy comes on by the start stripe again, I'll grab us a lap count. Looks like the 18 is coming off 3 and 4 as we speak. So once he crosses that line, in fact, he's doing right now. Looks like we got 16 laps remaining, so 16 more laps, and we'll have to see if this is going to be a duel that's settled between the 16 and the third. Actually, let me go back up, make sure I'm calling the right numbers here. Bowling. Yeah, the 15 rather. There we go. Coey, I agree with you 100%. Definitely very glad to have Lucky Dog here with us. By the way, guys, on the bottom of your screen, obviously you've got NNRLeague.com to follow along with NNR, everything that happens. You want to check out your drivers, their points, where they're setting with all that. You want to, if you're interested in NNR, make sure that you kind of keep going with that as well. But right next to that, you see my Twitter. You see the Twitter for old Lucky Dog, and then you see the Twitter for the guy that'll be in the booth with me tomorrow, the one and only I'm Rick James 36. Excited to have him along. We've called a lot of the Fast Family races together. Worked up a hell of a rapport. It's going to be phenomenal once him and I get in the booth tonight. But, man, Lucky, I think we're off to a pretty good start ourselves here, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I just want to say thank you to everybody from NNR, especially you, Repeat, for allowing me to be in the booth for this season. I'm having a lot of fun so far, and had a lot of fun during the Cup preseason races just to warm myself up a little bit. But haven't done this commentary thing in quite a while since I used to commentate in F1 League, the Shake and Bake F1 League, that is. So it's been a really long time since I've done it, and I think this is really great practice for me personally, and just really happy to be doing it here in the NNR Truck Series and having a lot of fun. We're off to a pretty good start, I must say. So hopefully that, I know that we're going to have a lot of great races, and we're going to have a lot of great moments here in the commentary booth, but also hope that I can continue to improve doing this, because I really do enjoy, doing commentary about racing. So racing's a passion of mine, and hopefully everyone's passion, because, it's why we're here. But 38, got a little loose off too, and there goes the 15, I think, going for the lead.
Yeah, 15 is going to be able to look to the outside. There's the 98 as well. 38 looks like he might have got a little tight. Definitely seeing some damage to the front end of that thing. Not sure if he got that during some, going down the pit road where, cars smash into each other and you got no control. Hopefully it's just that lag damage that's caused when you're pulling into your pit stall, and that it's not real. Hopefully you didn't rear end somebody or hit a wall or whatever. But yeah, put Bowling now back to P2, and that 15 right in front of him. But Bowling's got a little bit of help in that 98. We'll have to see where he goes. I'm guessing that is a lap down car now in the mix, but he could be he could help one of these guys win the race.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, if I'm any one of these two, I would not want to have my race through my lap car. That would be the kiss of death. I mean, that would really bring me down. I mean, I think if you're a lap car, if you're much faster, be patient and trying to get around him, but don't race him too hard. Just kind of right behind, but don't really get yourself involved in the big race right here up front. It's really the biggest thing. If there's guys on the lead lap right here, you don't want to get involved in their race because their race is pretty pivotal, and it's honestly I don't want to say more important, but I don't know how to really word it, but that could really decide everything. So you don't want to really get involved in that if you're a lap car right now. And he's doing a pretty good job. I believe that's the 98 or truck. I think 99. I'm kind of far away from the TV screen because I'm charging my stuff right now. But looks like there's 38 kind of moved the 15 out of the way a little bit. He got pretty aggressive. And then he's going to look to the inside of the 15, but T-Glass going to really drive it in on entry here in turn 1.
Yeah, with that at the line that time when they just screamed on by, that brings 10 laps remaining. And yeah, you're 100% right. The 38 really tried to set up the 15, and he was able to pull his inside. Might be trying something that we'll see here in just a little bit, or he might be thinking he's got about 4 laps of fuel. Just kind of get in here, maybe back it down, maybe pit. Yep, actually the 38 is going to come on down pit road now. Grab those. I'm going to guess it's going to be a 2-tire stop. Only enough gas to take him the rest of the way. So you're probably talking about just a half a can and get back out there. And he's going to have an advantage on T-Glass, where T-Glass just has the 98, but 98's not really going to be able to help. He's kind of floundering just a little bit.
I think if we were 9 to go right now, I wouldn't take 2. I don't think that would really work. I think 2 tires would just, not be. I don't think it'll work out for him. I think he'd lose the race. I'd just take 4 fresh and go, and then try and fill up the fuel as much as he can. I don't know. 2 tires would really be an option here. I think 4 tires. And I see here that was a pretty long pit stop, so that must have been 4 tire stop there for 38.
Or Lucky, I got to wonder this. All right, you see the 98, he's going to go passing on by pretty easily too, I might add. I wonder if maybe now this 15 might back it way down and try to save something. Maybe, some contact between the 98 and the 15. Looks like 98 got a little loose, and
he wrecked it.
Yep, he wrecked it, but I don't see a caution. Yep, so the game figures they're off track, not blocking anything. They're going to keep it green. So we'll have to see what the 15 does. Does he go another lap and then bring it on down pit road?
Well,
I think if he was going to save any fuel, he would have started that a long time ago.
Yeah, and it's really hard to save on presets because there's fixed gears, so it's really hard to do that. But yeah, I don't quite know if the 98 got really loose or just racing the leader too hard. Like I said, if you're a lap car, you should just get out of the way of leaders. You really know business being a part of that battle. And that could have really affected the 15 if T-Glass's run for the lead there. I'm not sure about that one. But he's staying out much longer, so once he comes out on pit road, he'll have much fresher tires. He's going to have a lot of ground to make up on the 38. He's coming into the pits right now.
Yeah, absolutely. There will be a ton of ground. I'll be curious, if Bowling is able to hold on to the position that he's got, if nobody's out here trying to save any fuel. Somebody mentioned that the 99 was off cycle, so we'll have to see where he comes to play in all this. Legends Racing League 2020, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate you coming out and hanging out with us. But there is the 99 at Cadillac, that Carolina Nut Ford going down the backstretch. Somebody mentioned that he was off cycle, so we'll have to see if Shad's got something up his sleeve and to try to pull this off his strategy versus raw speed. Looks like somebody's cracked this Carolina Nut a couple times. Back end's all screwed up. Front end is definitely dented up. I don't know what he's got for raw speed, but again, that could be something that happened on pit road to where the truck is actually not being affected by the damage we see. He could be looking at a clean slate from behind the wheel.
Yeah, love that sponsor, Carolina Nut. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. But I think he was up there towards the front. He has the speed. He was up there towards the front at one point, but I think he mistook the corner and then caused a little bit of a mishap between him and the 21 or the 15 it was. So he has the speed, but it looks like he's still staying out on track here. I think you said he's the leader right now still?
Right now the leader is actually the 15. The 15 car, T-Glass, is the leader. So I'm wondering if Bowling didn't cook it going into pit road or something else.
Let me look here.
happened. But yeah, right now the 15
Yeah,
is
big gap.
15's the leader.
Yeah, so like I said, I don't know if the 38 may have made a mistake there. Everything looked fine for the 38. I thought if anything, the 15 was going to be way behind the 38, but there you go. That's just kind of proof there that the newer tires that's staying out longer is just a strategy you got to pull because, I mean, you just start pulling away and the pressure of the tires. I mean, it's not like a short track or something or a road course. I mean, the pressure of the tires you got, there's a very big difference in speed, and you see the 15 pulling away right now, set sail as the leader right now. I think we're looking at maybe 4 to go.
Yep, you got that just about right. I'll be able to verify that here if you're not already watching the stream from SWATs or Cowboy. But if this 15 of T Glass is in first, Boehner out there in chat saying that the 38 of Bowling is absolutely running him down. That would put Tenacious in third. Shadowlack again, that 99 in fourth. Cowboy in fifth. Actually, just put him up to fourth. Krabby Soup is now sixth. So a little bit of a change, but you can, looking backwards now from the 15 of T-Glass, you can see that 38 just slightly getting bigger and bigger and bigger in the rear view of this Ford F-150. So we'll have to see if Bowling's able to get up there and what T-Glass is going to have left in his resources to hold that 38 off.
You know, I think you mentioned it earlier. I think the 15 took 2. I thought that big of a gap there. I was a little skeptical because he had that incident there with the 98. You may be right here. That gap is closing down. The only solution it's got to be is that the 15 took 2 tires. I think the 38 here, you see it right here. He's got to be on 4 tires, and the 15's taking 2. That's why the 15 got as big of a lead as he did. I would have expected him to be behind the 38, but either he took 2 or no tires. You start to see that big difference right now. 38 really closing in right onto the back, and the 15 right now is the middle of 3 and 4.
Yeah, it looks like he got into a little bit of that dirty air, kind of watched him up track a little bit. You can tell when he was trying to correct it that he got a little loose. Oh, 38 using the draft from the 88 right there to try to pull him closer yet. Almost, or 98 rather, almost ran him over. But now, first and second, nose to tail, going through 1 and 2. 15's going to block all the way down. 38's going to try a little bit of the high side, but it doesn't look like he's going to get there just yet. 15's got a little bit of damage to the back. I'm guessing that damage that we see on a 38 is just cosmetic from pit road. But here he is, challenging the outside, Lucky.
Challenging on the outside right now. I don't know how many laps it is to go, but you're banging right now, trying to side draft 38 side by side with the 15 right now. And that's the 15 and T-Glass holds him off for the win. I don't even know it was the last lap, but what a great defense for the 15 truck of T-Glass.
Very, very great race. You figure if you go down pit road, you take 2 versus all 4, you're talking a difference of 7 seconds. So you got to give a lot of credit to the 38 of Bowling for making up a full 7 seconds at a track like Michigan to go ahead and get it done. Even though he pit 1 lap sooner, I'm almost wondering if he had waited that 1 more lap and did the same thing, or if the 15 had still taken just 2, the 38 took 4, came out that 7 seconds, but was on the same tire wear, at least on the right side. We'll have to see, but we got to congratulate the first-time NNR Truck Series winner, T-Glass 19. We'll be talking to him as well as Bowling, and then Tenacious C is going to round out our top 3. We're going to welcome all to the booth here in just a little bit, talk about their races, talk about what they experienced, and yeah, Lucky, how would you like to go to the first race of a season and know that you've got the win already? You're locked into the championship, or actually I think they're doing it a little bit differently. I think this year is points. It's not necessarily a win and you're in. You got to be there all the way through and be there when it really counts.
Well, starting off with a win is a really great feeling because everybody wants to win. There's no doubt about it. And to start off with a really high note like that, you feel just very relieved. You feel you just feel really happy that all the hard work has been put in and really put to good use. And so T-Glass off to a really great start with pretty much clean sweep of that. I think he won both stages and got the race win. Did a really great job holding off the 38 at Bowling. Had a really great battle all race long with him, and he did a really great job. And now he's got that to look forward to throughout the rest of the season. Try and keep up that consistency of trying to get up to the top 5 and maybe some more race wins in the future. So that'll definitely help boost his self-esteem, I think, going into the rest of the season.
Yeah, Bowling mentioned in a chat not too long ago that he was going to be all out this year. He was going to be in contention for that championship, and he's shown it right there. You had Tenacious up there, you had T-Glass, you had Bowling, obviously, you had the 99, you had a few guys. Siege, I think his name was. He was up there for a little while as well. So we saw quite a few different guys up in the top spot or close to the top spot at different points, whether it's stage 1, stage 2, or just now. But yeah, man, that was a phenomenal race, phenomenal finish, side by side at the line to declare a winner. And man, you gotta give credit where credit's due. Big congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations to T-Glass on the great victory here tonight at Michigan International Speedway. Starting off the NNR Truck Series here, and great job to Bowling, who got a really great second spot. And I believe, I don't quite know who got third. I think it was the 18 of Cowboy. I could be wrong, but I was so into that top 2 battle. I think it was either him or Tenacious, but either way, there was some really great racing all around throughout the whole race, and a really great finish at the end there to start the season. So you really couldn't have started off any better.
No, not at all. I was a little skeptical, and I even expressed this to Coey, breaking away from tradition a little bit, not having the opening race at Daytona as NASCAR and everywhere else. Well, I can't say everywhere else, but even the Rolex 24 starts it off, I think, at Daytona, if I'm not mistaken. But it was a pretty good call to break it up, bring it here. We saw them get spread out. Saw quite a few battles throughout the field, whether it was for first place or fifth place or even a couple spots on back. We saw some pretty good battles all the way around.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really looking forward to this season. We definitely saw a lot of great battles, and I think it'll definitely continue from here on. And I think really it was a great decision to put. So far, it's been a really great decision to put Michigan as the first race. We just saw some really good racing and didn't see so much of that single file stuff that you see Daytona, where guys had a hard time making runs. I mean, it's hard around here in Michigan, but you could still have some good side-by-side battles where guys can work the outside if they really needed to. So, really great move by the admins to put Michigan as the first race, and hopefully the next 2 races in Xfinity and Cup will be really good.
Man, I'm absolutely looking forward to after seeing everything that we saw tonight. Just waiting on Bowling, Tenacious, and T-Glass.
Bowling's here.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so Tenacious got third, so he did a good job as well. He really did a really good job, and he T-Glass as well. So I think someone may need to drag him over.
Yeah.
I think
Kobe, can you grab T-Glass? I know it's his first time.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get him.
I appreciate you, and as well as Tenacious. Looking in their team comms, I do see T-Glass still in there, and I still see Tenacious as well. So hopefully we'll get with those guys. Yeah, Spartan, I can't wait for tomorrow either, man. It's going to be another phenomenal race. As I mentioned, I'll have the one and only Rick James up here in the booth. Dan, you mentioned that you really haven't done this whole commentator bit for a while. It kind of seems like just like riding a bike, like they say, once you learn to ride, you really never forget. And man, you came out swinging. If you haven't done it in a while, pretty damn good job, buddy.
Well, thank you. I really do enjoy. It helps to enjoy what you do, so I think that's what made it. Made my side of it pretty easy, and really having you alongside really helped me out. Have fun, enjoy the race. So thank you for give me the opportunity, and doing a great job what you do, and everybody at NNR for this opportunity. Really enjoy it so far, and I am going to continue to enjoy it. So I really do like doing the commentary, and thank you for all the nice kind words It's really fun, and hope to continue to have more opportunities like this in the future within NNR, maybe some other leagues too. Because tell you what, we had some great racing out there tonight, and I know there'll be more left in the season. And hope for more opportunities to do some commentary and try and get myself out there, try and branch out.
Well, that seat is yours throughout the season if you want it, buddy. I told you that, and I'm glad that you took me up on the offer. It's been a pleasure to call opener, and looking forward to many, many more. But as far as many, many more goes, I'm going to guess we're going to talk to that T-Glass guy here in just a minute. Might be talking to him a few times or many more times throughout the season as well. Pretty good opening start for him. But let's go ahead and get this kicked off with Tenacious. I'll go ahead and grab him first. Tenacious Z, I know I've talked to you before, or at least I've seen you around. Welcome to the NNR Truck Series. Welcome to your first top 3 here, buddy. Talk to us about your race, what you experienced, and what you thought of your first time out there.
So first off, thank you for letting me into the league, trying out in the Truck Series. As far as the race goes, it was great at first. Man, I practiced the hell out of it. About 2 hours today. Got real loose going, like leaving stage 1, made some adjustments, went the wrong way. So I kind of battled back from that through stage 2 and stage 3. Tried to spice it up at the end with a pit strategy, cutting off the runs early. But hey, it landed me a top 3 here, and I couldn't be any more happier.
Yeah, a top 3 here in NNR says, that says a lot. So definitely big congrats. We've all made swings in adjustments the wrong way at some point, but the best thing to be able to do is have the ability to battle back from it, go back on what you changed, and be able to press on, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You got it. Lucky, go ahead and grab old Mr. Bowling if you don't mind, please.
All right, well, Mr. Bowling had a really good race today. Got a lot of laps out there in front of that 38 Ford F-150 out there, and came in so close to getting to the win there. The 4 tires almost worked out for you. Just take us through those final few laps, what you were thinking, and just talk about how good your truck was.
I had a good truck. I mean, I was up front all day, unless I got into some trouble there in the second stage. Got put in the wall. Papa Bear had a bobble going into the corner, and just got everybody out of whack. But we sorted it all out and fought my way back to the front pretty quickly there at stage 3, or the final stage, and I had a fast truck, and I thought I made all the right adjustments. If I could change one thing differently, I might have backed up going into 1 and 2 on that last lap, just a little bit farther, get a good run on them coming down the backstretch. But hopefully everybody enjoyed the last few laps, because I know I did.
Absolutely, yeah, you did a really great job there, and I actually did remember it. Good thing you reminded me that little stage 2 mishap. You did a really great job rebounding after that. You're definitely one of the guys to look out for overall. So great run here. Great, solid second place finish. I know it's not a win, but really did a great job, and definitely caught my eye out there. So keep up the good work, bud.
Thanks.
All right, and then let's bring it on old Mr. T-Glass 19. Man, what can you say about a hell of a performance? Talk to us about those closing laps. Your last pit stop with about 7 or 8 to go, and knowing that Bowling went in and took 4. I'm guessing you took 2 to get that gap. Did you think you were going to be able to hold them off, or did you think, nah, I just don't have enough?
When I came out of those pits, I thought I had enough to hold him off, and then he was coming really fast. He caught me with 1 to go, which I figured he was going to catch me around then, and I knew I just had to block the bottom, because the bottom was really dominant all day today. It was really hard to pass on the outside. He almost got me coming off of 4. Really fun race between the two of us. Can't wait to do it again.
Yeah, this is just the start of a brand new season for the NNR Truck, Xfinity, and Cup Series. Again, we'll see Xfinity tomorrow night and Cup the night after. But man, this year everything has kind of changed up the way you work your way into the chase. It's not a win and you're in anymore. It's, you got to be in it and consistent all season long. Kind of the way that it was, I don't know how old you are, but the way that it was back in the old NASCAR days, where max points won you the championship, and it was due to consistency. You're starting off on a great note, whether it was a top 1, 2, top 3, whatever it was. You got a lot of points, in the bank tonight, and man, you're great way to start to make a name for yourself here in NNR. Congratulations on a hell of a job, and yeah, talk about side by side with one of the Truck Series best, Bowling, for the win. You held off one of the best, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Coey, I know you're here, sir. What did you see out of our first race for this brand new season?
Well, as we started off tonight, it was a little bit scary and getting a little nervous about how this was all going to go, and had a few cautions. But what a finish. I mean, that just made my day. I mean, that was awesome. Bowling and T-Glass, you guys put on a hell of a show there at the end, and I couldn't ask for a better finish right there. The fun part with T-Glass is, we basically just got him in the roster today. So for someone that just comes in here in the last minute, really didn't get to see him run, and we took a shot on him, and comes out here and wins it. I mean, that's got to be pretty cool for him. Absolutely. And Bowling, you put on a hell of a show as well. I mean, it was a great finish there for you too, bud.
Thanks, bud.
Absolutely, Lucky. I tell you what, this has been a great race. I'm glad that you were here. We got to see some. I've seen Tenacious out there. I personally never heard of T-Glass. Actually, there's 3/4 of the field that I've never heard of tonight. But two cautions due to a racing incident, and then just the stages. We put 18 guys on track that had never really raced around each other all that much, and they put on one hell of a performance here, bud.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a really great race to watch, and it just, once again, massive thank you to everybody involved. Really got to see a great race between Bowling and T-Glass towards the end of the race. Did a really great job, really fair fighting by both of them, really fair racing, and you got to see some guys like Tenacious who did a really great job getting a solid third place, was strong the whole race, and shout out to Cowboys, who's really great out there, and just Krabby, Soup, I believe, and Siege. There's a lot of great guys out there who did a great job here in Michigan, and hopefully, I don't know what the next track is, but maybe we can see something similar to that. And I don't know, like I said, it's about consistency throughout the whole course of the season. So, hopefully we can see some hopefully we can continue to see some good racing throughout the season. And I don't know. I think we saw some really strong guys here tonight, and we'll see how they maintain it throughout the season.
Yep, I couldn't agree with you more. But as for tonight, we're going to go ahead and wrap that up. I definitely want to thank everybody that came out. I think at some point we had like 30 or 35 people all keeping us company, chatting it up out there. Definitely want to thank everybody for the follows, the sub, keeping it going. Again, go to nnrleague.com. Take a look at the Zazzle tab. Rep your NNR red, as my buddy Mountain used to say. Follow NNR on Twitter, _racing. Me, Repeat 1975, the one and only Pro League Season 2 championship winner, Lucky Dog 385. And, of course, we'll all be introduced again to the one and only I'm Rick James 36 tomorrow night. Once the Xfinity guys take to the track right here at Michigan. Have a great night, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy. As I've been saying, wear your mask. Keep out of the big crowds. Be safe where you got to get to. And I'll see you tomorrow night right around 8:30, 9 o'clock p.m., all times Eastern. Have a good night, guys.